Thursday, drink problems in Emmerdale.
Seems to be missing a couple of cases of wine.
We're not.
At 7:30, Dermot Monaghan with another big story. In the bill, undercover exposure.
To blow with Forrest. Gavin Boyle nicked him last year. It's a pain. I have to keep out of the way.
Then Clive James remembers more nostalgic TV moments.
Crossroads Motel.
At 9, Taggart.
Both of you are in deep trouble.
Entertainment for Thursday on Channel 3 North East.
Local hard man. Owns these streets. Loves aggro, loose women and unlocked cars. If you want to meet Mr. Big, I'll put you in touch. Don't talk to me about EastEnders.
The North East's very own soap, Quayside, starts Tuesday at 7:30 on Channel 3 North East.
Take a trip back in time now on Channel 3 North East as we trawl back into the archives with Clive James on TV.
Good evening and welcome to the television show about television. And for any TV channel, nothing counts more than the soap opera, because the same goes for the audience. 40 years ago, the women of Coronation Street put their heads together in the pub. In subsequent decades, Crossroads, Emmerdale Farm and Brookside all added themselves to the soap roster before the men of EastEnders banged their heads together in the pub. Why do we want to live in the soap world? Perhaps because it has a sense of community that we haven't got at home. In a soap, everybody knows everybody else's business. They're all in it together, up to their ears in gossip.
You won't believe what's been going on, not a million miles from home either.
Now, I'm not one to gossip.
Perish the thought.
Hello, it started.
What has?
The shenanigans.
Oh, I'd give a lot to know what he's come back here for. You look at them two, brazen as broad daylight.
See the little intrigue, did you?
What, Matt Baldwin and the girls?
No, not him. He never does hotels. Elsie and Len.
Lem Fairclough and Elsie Howard. Priya?
Of course, I only got hearsay evidence. I mean, like last night, up and down the stairs.
Especially while her husband's away in America.
Well, the cat's away.
If there was a cat in there, it wasn't the kind with fur on.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm not one to interfere.
Ooh, I think I'll have to sit down a minute. Are you okay? Oh, yeah. It's just a gossip overload.
Gossip sets the soap scene, and the scene is always conflict. In real life, we swallow our emotions. In a soap, they spit them out. Every quarrel turns into a fight. Even the women come in swinging like Mike Tyson.
If I hear you talking about our family ever again, I'll have you.
You're a loser. Just like your own man.
Take your hands off me! You animal!
Nothing happened.
You slut.
Come on, then. Call him, Pete. We've got this sorted out.
It's never too late.
Go on, then. Come on.
Hey, no, stop it. That's enough, the pair of you.
Many of the quarrels start over paternity. Basic to the plot of any hit soap is the question of who fathered whose child when, and how dare they?
James Francis Tate, I welcome thee in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
I know about the baby. Now I want to know whose it is, and I want to know now.
You can give him your name, Frank, but it don't make him your son.
So Simon isn't my son?
I never said Simon wasn't your son. I just said I made people think he wasn't your son.
Bianca's your daughter, David.
So he is my son?
I never said that neither. Also, it was I was sleeping with your brother.
You pregnant to another fella?
We don't know that. Well, you could be the father or he could.
Bev's having a kid. That's either your son or your grandson.
Feel left out, do you?
Just want to make sure, that's all.
Well, let's set the record straight and your mind at ease. Simon ain't your son.
I never thought he was.
It proves beyond doubt that Dave isn't his father.
She was already pregnant when she married you. You're not his father.
Whether set in the East End of London, in one street in Manchester, on a farm or in a close, every soap is its own world. But one of the remarkable things about the world of soap is that it's a planet populated with nothing except characters, all of them recognizable at a glance, as alive as we are, maybe even more so because they never do anything out of character.
Hello. I know it's you, you cow.
What do you recommend for lunch?
Well, Mum, well, when did you...
Get back just now.
Bonjour, Ken. Je m'appelle Raquel. And we appreciate it once as well.
Talking about?
Nothing, love. You just try and force a little bit of something down.
A cold.
Oh, anything else? Would you like to have them weighed and measured and their photos took before you condescend to eat them?
You have the most annoying, penetrating sniffers I've ever heard.
Besides,
what?
I don't really like him.
Be faithful to him as long as you both shall live.
No.
I don't like him, Bianca.
Well, lucky you ain't got to go have him then, innit? And I can do without your lip, thank you very much.
Why does everyone assume I'm involved whenever anything goes wrong?
Do you really need to ask that?
You've just had a bit of bad luck, that's all. It could happen to any one of us. And I know what I'm talking about, particularly when it comes to fellas.
Anything isn't with it, swinging or trendy. It's boring. I'm boring!
Yeah, look, if you hear the gunshot from the kitchen, take no notice. It's just me blowing my brains out.
Oh, dear.
And you know why? Because I'm fed up with looking at that miserable face of yours.
Well, do please continue drinking, ladies and gentlemen. The show is quite over.
One of the great things that make a soap such a relief from modern life is that in a soap, people still count more than technology. The only exception to this rule was Crossroads, where the telephone played a bigger part than the actors, perhaps because of its exquisite timing.
Wanted receptionist.
Oh, well, that should be helpful.
Sure to. I expect the phone to start ringing any moment.
Crossroads Motel?
No, Crossroads Motel.
Oh, damn, that phone's never stopped ringing.
That's what I thought.
Crossroads Motel, can I help you?
Oh, I'll take it.
No, certainly not.
The next one you can answer, right?
Oh, I'm coming. Oh. Hello?
Hello, darling.
Oh, Mum, I thought it might be the engineers phoning. I mean, you're the first. It wasn't even connected when we got here.
Well, would you like me to answer it?
Oh, no, Mr. Booth, I'm just being silly.
Oh, Mrs. Hope, you have a visitor.
This will be for me, lady.
Yes, soap opera is crucial to the nation's life. It isn't just a matter of Coronation Street versus EastEnders. Millions of people watch both, and there are more soaps all the time, and more episodes each week, as our living rooms fill up with characters who do what we aren't allowed to. Bust up, blow their tops, bang on, storm off. My own all-time favourite soap character was Meg Richardson of Crossroads, played by the great Noel Gordon. Surrounded by wimps and ciphers, she lit up the screen with her emotions, turning Crossroads Motel into a combination of Elsinore and La Scala. Yes, she could even sing.